Hey everyone, I'm here with Donnie at the AMD booth to talk about some super sexy computers. Donnie, how are you?
I'm doing really good, Ethan. Thanks very much. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm a fan of the showmanship of PCs like this, so I'm really excited to talk about these. And with that, I'd like to dive right into this one because I see the Quake logo on it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this PC?
I'll tell you a bunch of cool things about this PC. First of all, we have a relationship with Bethesda, which are the guys who make, you know, all the big games, Fallout, Skyrim, Doom, Dishonored, Quake, right? So this is a beautiful thing we worked with them on. And just showcasing really our mainstream platform, which is Socket AM4. We have CPUs in that mainstream platform from the about $110 for Ryzen 3, all the way up to about $500 for a Ryzen 7. Wow. And that would scale from 4 threads and 4 cores all the way to 8 cores and 16 threads in that mainstream platform. So
these things can get pretty beefy then.
They do, but the beauty of it is you don't really need a super high-end box if all you're doing is playing a game. If you look here, Quake Champions runs buttery smooth on even a Ryzen 3. A lot of it depends on the graphics card too. In these boxes we have a Radeon RX 580, really fast, 1080p, 1440p gaming, once again buttery smooth. And it's definitely worthy of a beautiful rig like this. I believe these ones have water cooling.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna say, I see the water cooler right there, getting on that. When you water cool a PC, like that's like 10 cool points right there. Like it's such a beautiful look. And oh my gosh, I love it, I love it. Well, let's take a look at some of these other ones because the look of all these computers is pretty incredible actually. Like just look at how it's lit up here. And tell us a little bit about this one.
Absolutely, all these rigs I believe are running Ryzen 5s and Ryzen 7s. So once again, you've got between 4 cores and 8 threads, 6 cores, 12 threads to 8 cores, 16 threads. Woo. Yeah. It's a lot of processing power. What we did in 2017 is we really disrupted the market with some really powerful processing that consumers just didn't really have access to at those price points. So it's really it's kind of great to be able to change the way developers have access to what they can develop for people. They're not limited as much by hardware, and we're looking forward to really changing that game in the years to come.
Very cool, man. Very cool. So you have these aren't even your beefiest ones. These are kind of, I don't even know what kind of point these are at. But you were talking about how you have these massive gaming rig ones. But how can you get better than this?
These are bold and they're beautiful. Absolutely. Gorgeous systems, but like I say, you don't necessarily have to break the bank to have something that really can game really well.
Yeah.
It's for people who want to do more, people who want to mega task, people who want to game and at the same time do content creation in the background. That's really why you need to step it up. And a lot of people nowadays aren't just playing a game. They're streaming to Twitch. They're maybe watching a YouTube video at the same time, watching their competitor secretly.
Totally,
so it's kind of crazy what people are doing with their PCs. It's come so far in the last couple of years alone. But
yeah, no, I think that's why we wanted to come as Mixer to your booth, because I think a lot of our viewers and streamers on our platform want something like this that can game and stream and really do everything you need it to do, but not just crush that wallet.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of gaming and streaming, I'd love to show you the next table.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's check this out. Whoa, holy crap. Live stream in progress, guys. Live stream in progress. Look at that thing. That is awesome.
So what we're doing here is we have a live stream in progress. This fellow here is gaming and streaming it at the same time. And traditionally, YouTubers who wanted the highest quality streaming bit rates, and to get the most quality in that bit rate, had to do it with 2 machines. You'd have to game on one machine, and you'd have to record that video stream on a second PC to stream it. Ryzen 7 and even Ryzen 5 is powerful enough to do that on the same PC with no stream quality lag.
Wow.
So we're really enabling. A lot of YouTubers are really excited about what we brought them this year with Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 5, and it's really caught on like wildfire.
That's awesome. I wanted to look at this thing. I don't even know what to say about this. Look at this brutal looking PC. What is that? That is the best cable management I've ever seen in my life.
Beautiful. This is what happens when you liquid cool your PC with human blood. Sometimes it gets a little messy, but
yeah, clearly. So this, oh my gosh, I love that you guys just designed these incredibly looking PCs. Look at the water cooling. Oh man, that's
take credit for that. That's our partners and people are just into this kind of stuff. It's funny. It's a giant hot rod scene now too. It's not just about how it works. It's about how it looks, and people are stepping it up, man.
It's kind of like it's like adult Legos a little bit. Like I always see, like it's the same way to your point. Like people love to get under the hood of their cars and work on cars and make them cool. And people are doing that with PCs, putting the parts they want, making them look just sexy.
That's the analogy I like to use. You know, there's guys who put like thousands of dollars into their cars just to make them look great.
Right.
And that's, I mean, it's just catching on. You know, people identify with what they love to do. They love to game a PC. They love esports. Why not bring that into their hardware? Why not show that off? And
totally,
it's kind of cool.
Totally. So we've seen the lower end, which is not the right word to even use. We've seen the streaming area. You're talking about the big rigs right here. Can we see some of that?
Absolutely. Let's walk over to the Threadripper table.
Threadripper table is what it's called. Look at this thing. All right. So there are people playing. We don't want to interrupt them, but you can take a look at the front of this PC.
I'll start talking to Threadripper. So Threadrippers are our flagship product on the super high end this year. We have Threadrippers that start from 8 cores and 16 threads all the way to 12 cores, 24 threads, and at the very high end we have 16 cores and 32 threads, which is really gratuitous overkill for most of the things that people need to do. But the reason that this exists is if you're a content creator, if you're used to rendering video or 3D rendering something or encoding overnight or deep learning, you're used to just setting your PC to do the work overnight. Maybe you work for a couple hours and set it to, you know, wait for 4 hours.
Right.
With Threadripper, you actually have so much power. You can affinitize 28 threads to the job and still use your PC, maybe play a game while it's doing that work. There's no lag. Like it's just gratuitous overkill, but it's kind of cool.
But it's great. Yeah, it's so cool. And again, content creators appreciate that stuff. A lot of them need that stuff. And maybe they don't need it, but they want it because it's cool, to your point.
And we also talked about the hot rod scene, right? I mean, there's just some guys out there who want the best thing you can get.
Yeah.
There's some guys out there who don't want to upgrade in 5 years. They walk to their local PC shop, they're like, I hate upgrading, what do I get? And it's like, Threadripper is it. We have the most I/O, 64 PCIe lanes, quad channel memory, gobs of power. It's disgusting, but it's lovely.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much. This has been super interesting. I really appreciate the time. I'm drooling over here. These PCs are unbelievable. I'm gonna send it back to the other team here, but I'm gonna spend some more time in this booth drooling over all these PCs. Thanks again, man.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Great talking to you.
Back to you guys.